Good afternoon. Sorry, it's not yet afternoon, sorry. I'm Osamu Arakawa. I'm a farm manager in Japan. So I'm a staff of ARI, but I do farming every day. Okay, so I'm going to start. ARI. Love God, love neighbor, love soil. Asian Rural Institute invites grassroots leaders who work for the marginalized from 57 countries. Participants have different backgrounds such as religion, culture, tradition, language, and so on. We create a learning community with diverse people. Food life. Food life is a special word used at ARI to express the reality that food and life cannot be separated. Both are essential for each other. Human beings cannot survive without food. Do you agree? It doesn't matter whether he or she is the black, the white, or the yellow. The white needs not food? No. Buddhist, Christian, or Muslim. A man, a woman, or a transgender. The rich or the poor. Sorry. My voice is too loud, maybe. Okay. Nature is a gift from God given to us. We produce food with a healthy relationship with nature. As we produce food, our soil becomes richer, and human relationship becomes more beautiful. Food self-sufficiency is human independence. Actually, they fight each other, so life is given by God. Life is beautiful. Life is so precious. We use local resources as much as possible. We practice life-giving agriculture. Our life is sustained by sacrifice of others' life. Sorry, we eat life. We enjoy healthy food. Peace from the soil. We try to follow the law of nature. We have a beautiful circulation which follows the law of nature. Peace doesn't just mean the absence of war. Peace comes from social justice, a state where everyone on this earth, without a single exception, can sit at a rich dining table having the joy of sharing. Let us make the world where people appreciate the value of food life so that we may live together. March 11, 2011. We had triple disasters. The first disaster was an earthquake. Magnitude was 8.8. It was the strongest earthquake to ever hit Japan. It attacked ARI too. The second disaster was tsunami. 15,893 people died. 2,556 people are missing. 6,145 people injured. 561 square kilometers was damaged in 6 prefectures. The total damage amount is from 6 trillion yen to 25 trillion yen. Let's skip. The third disaster was the explosion of a nuclear power plant in Fukushima. Radiation spread. Air is there, and the nuclear plant is there. Can you understand there? It's 110 kilometers. And then, at that time, Japanese government didn't say anything to us. But American government, they knew much faster than us. And then they informed the American soldiers, because we have the base of America, and then they informed the American soldier to evacuate quickly. Then we had the American staff in the air, right? So they got that news much faster than us. And they informed us, oh, already our Americans have already escaped. What to do for us? He said like that. Oh my God. Oh my God. More than 150,000 people evacuated. Even now, 740 people are refugees. Even now, they cannot go back because already soil are contaminated. Do we evacuate from this place? Live for where? How can we practice organic farming in contaminated soil? Will participants come to Japan? Will volunteers come to ARI from foreign countries to contaminated soil? How about our health? How about our water? Can we drink? How about air? Can we go outside? How about food? Can we eat? How about soil? Can we grow crops and vegetables? Radiation is invisible. Fear and worry. How much our area has been contaminated by radiation? We try to get information from media files such as radio, TV, and internet. Information was not enough at all. What government told us and what experts told us were totally different. Some experts said, it is very dangerous, you have to evacuate as soon as possible. You could get cancer in the near future. Some experts said, we worry too much and worry will damage your health more than radiation. Oh my God. We are totally confused. What to do? At ARI in Tochigi, we had to give up many things to practice in 2011. We stopped to grow cow, grass was contaminated, the milk was affected. We stopped to grow vegetable, we grew them only in greenhouse, soil is contaminated. We stopped to grow mushroom, wood is contaminated. And we stopped to make compost from tree leaves are contaminated. Oh my God. We stopped to dash in fish and rice integrated farming, paddy which they eat was contaminated. Beautiful circulation was in our food life. Do you know this one? Cesium. Cesium, which is one of radioactive materials, also circulate in our food life, then destroy food life. Beautiful ecosystem. But cesium circulate, destroy ecosystem. One professor living near ARI gave us lots of encouragement. Let us find the facts first. He is really empowers. Citizens will collect money and measure the radiation by ourselves. Government, we cannot believe in government at all. Let us measure air, water, milk, food, soil, and everything. If we cooperate, we can do it. Let us study together and find out how much radiation is dangerous. We didn't know about the radiation at all. Movement of citizens to measure radiation. If we are just afraid of wrong information, we cannot protect our children. If radiation level is dangerous, let us think together and let us do whatever we can do to protect our children. Let us encourage local government also to cooperate with us. Utilize our citizens' movement gives hope to others who are suffering from this disaster. Then ARI, we introduced a machine to measure the radiation. And then ARI challenges against radiation. We did a lot of things. We started to study and measure radiation from the nuclear power plant. We decided ARI standard for radiation. We carried out climate competition for Tokyo Electric Company and continuous monitoring study radiation with the citizens. Demand Local government to monitor the health of citizens, especially children, demand national government to enact a law to protect the industry. Yeah, you can leave now. And then green oil project. This is an interesting project. If we plant the oil crops like mustard or soybean, and then they can absorb the cesium from the soil more than the other plants. That is what we came to know from the experience of Chernobyl in Soviet. Then we planted that one, and then we got the seeds, and then from the seeds we can get oil, so that the farmers can sell the oil. But to the oil, cesium will not transfer. That is what we knew. And from the oil cake from the mustard seeds, we can make the oil. Then by that oil, we can use generator and tractor also. Because vegetable storage oil, if we filter it, we can utilize. So in that way, we try to recover the circulation of food life. Okay. Japan is a dangerous earthquake zone. Upon this land stands 54 nuclear power plants. And this is the soil which we collected from the surface of the land, and then that surface is highly contaminated. And we pack in the black bag, and that black bag can shade the radiation. Radiation cannot go out from the bag. So special bag we use. So this one, thousands, many. Oh my God, in the Fukushima you can observe. Nuclear power plants produce radioactive waste, death ash. Amount of death ash produced in one day by one nuclear reactor, same as 4 Hiroshima atomic bomb. Do you imagine? Japan's nuclear power plants have produced death ash equal to 1.1 million Hiroshima bombs. Nuclear power promotes global warming. Many people say that nuclear power contributes to reduce the CO2, but it's wrong. From uranium mining to waste management, nuclear power generation produces an immense amount of dead ash, and then emits large amounts of CO2. And this one, how strong radiation and radioactive materials hurt the human body, no? And if we eat, much more dangerous, because always cesium and strontium inside of the body, and for 24 hours we have radiation. It's more dangerous. And then this is the radiation level. If it's more than 7,000 millisievert, all exposed persons die at 7,000. And then incidence of cancer 10 years later increase in proportion to the exposure. The cancer rate is 1 in 10 persons at 1,000 millisievert. Now in ARI, 1 millisievert, so it's okay to live. Yeah. Organic farming in Fukushima committed suicide. Farm products from Fukushima, where was not contaminated, are also avoided by people. If you hear the Fukushima, automatically you refuse. But there are many, Fukushima prefecture is very wide. So there is many places which is not contaminated, but still those farmers cannot sell the products. If you hear the products from Fukushima, do you buy? I can provide you. Please buy. You can help the people or farmers. Children in Fukushima who evacuated from radiation are bullied. Other children said to them, "You are contaminated. Do not be close to us. Radiation will transfer to us." Japanese people. Earthquake in the nuclear power plant in the world. You can see your country there. Do you have nuclear power plants? Black spot is nuclear power plants. And then red spot is earthquake greater than magnitude 7 happened in the past. So your countries are safe? No doubt countries like China, India, which have large populations and shortage of energy, will try to use nuclear energy. Advanced nations who continue to waste huge amount of energy on how to pronounce lifestyles, cannot force them to stop. Nuclear power industry is trying to sell nuclear generation to China, India, and other countries, so it can stay alive, still alive. Where are we going? Where to develop? A story of an old man. I worked hard to develop our community and we built a school. I educated my son in this school. He became very smart. He got a chance to learn abroad too. After coming back to the village, he was employed by an electric company as an engineer. I really appreciate the people who supported my son to go to the school. Even though he seldom helps to do farming, I'm very happy because he works to operate nuclear power plant. I'm proud of my son who generates electricity for the people. Electricity is absolutely necessary to develop our nation. This son says, I believe that technology saves the earth. Nuclear power plant contribute to decrease CO2. I don't help my father to do farming, but I contribute to develop my nation. Food, I buy food by money that I earn in the electric company, no problem. This son says, okay. In this way, most of the young people avoid farming. They say farming is tough, dirty, less income. Farming is for uneducated people. Most of the young people went to the cities and only old people are in rural. They use computers, but they never touch the soil. Mr. Shozo Tanaka and Kappa Mine, do you know him? He is very famous politician. Tanaka is best known for his advocacy in connecting with the pollution caused by waste from Ashoka Mine. Starting from the mid-1880s, rivers near the mine became highly polluted, and in 1890, a large flood carried poisonous waste from the mine into the surrounding areas. Tanaka took the case to the national diet, but his efforts to publicize the pollution met with little success. In 1901, Tanaka resigned from the diet to deliver an appeal directly to Emperor Meiji. Emperor had a big power at that time. He spent the rest of his life developing his own environmental philosophy and encouraging villagers to protest against various construction projects. Mr. Tanaka Shozo's words, true civilization must not ruin mountains and rivers, destroy villages, and kill people. Of course. In the late 19th century, copper poison from Asho turned clear streams into dead rivers and caused mountains and rice paddies to fall into ruin. However, since copper was a product that supported the national economy at the time, the government gave first consideration to its policy of increasing wealth and military power rather than saving the victims. This same thing we can say. If we change the copper to radiation and the Asho copper mine to nuclear power plant, the exactly same thing we can say now. In the 21st century, radiation from nuclear power plant turned clear land into dead land and caused mountains and rice paddies to fall into ruin. However, since electricity was a product that supported the national economy at present, the government gave first consideration to its policy of increasing wealth and military power rather than saving the victims. What current government is doing is that we try to have an Olympic in Tokyo. After 2 years, and then our prime minister said that it's under the control. Oh, it's not. If we change the term from civilizations to development, we can say the same thing. True development must not ruin mountains and rivers, destroy villages and kill people. If we don't have a strong faith, economic globalization swallow everything to mislead the world in the name of development. Like Fujimura and Shozo Tanaka. I didn't talk about Fujimura. Shozo Tanaka. And then everybody has potential to be a servant leader. Yeah. Serenity prayer. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Famous prayer. We have something important which we shouldn't change too. Everything is changing and disappearing. However, there is something eternal deep in this change. Thank you very much.